My fellow gardeners, as we stand on the threshold of a new year, it's important to remember that January is a time of preparation and planning for our gardens. It's a time to reflect on the past year and set our sights on the future. As the snow falls and the ground is frozen, it may seem that our gardens are dormant and dead, but beneath the surface, the roots are still alive and waiting for the spring thaw. This January, let's take time to plan and prepare for the upcoming growing season. Let's think about what worked well in our gardens last year and what we want to improve. Let's make a list of the seeds, plants we want to purchase, and the beds we want to till and amend. But let's also remember that gardening is not just about the plants we grow, but also about the joy and satisfaction we get from the process. So let's take the time to appreciate the beauty of the winter landscape and the promise of new growth to come. And when the spring arrives and our gardens are once again in full bloom, we'll look back on this January with pride and satisfaction, knowing that we took the time to prepare and plan for a successful growing season. First, let's clean up spent plants and remove any existing infrastructure. That way, we start the season with a blank slate. Prepping your garden in January gives you a head start on the growing season. By getting a jump on things now, you'll be able to take advantage of the longer days and warmer weather that comes with spring. This means your plants will have a better chance of thriving and producing a bountiful harvest. Additionally, prepping your garden in January allows you to make any necessary improvements to your soil. Whether you need to add compost or amend the soil with nutrient-rich materials, January is the perfect time to do it. By taking care of your soil now, you'll be setting up your plants for success. Lastly, prepping your garden in January can also be a great way to beat the winter blues. There's something incredibly satisfying about getting your hands dirty and working in the garden, even if it's just a few minutes a day. It can be a great way to stay active and motivated during the colder months. I highly recommend setting goals every year for your garden. I have several and have every intention to achieve every single one. I want to be able to can at least 50 cans of food from the garden, including, but not limited to, tomato sauce, various broths, pie fillings, and jellies. I want to consume produce from the garden at least 3 times a week, from April to October, hopefully lasting into the winter once I start canning. I want to install a self-watering system. I work early in the morning and won't have much time to hand water it, on top of my other morning chores. So I'd like to set up a sprinkler system or try my hand at drip irrigation. I'd love to treat my rabbits and chickens with fresh garden produce at least 3 times a week. Once the sweat work is done, I make a list of everything I want to grow this season and a rough sketch of the layout. Then, I can later decide how many plants there will be per area. And now for my favorite part, the shopping. This year, I bought from 3 companies, Baker Creek, Gurney's, and Handpicked Nursery. And if you are getting any value from this content, please consider liking and subscribing. Comment down below your favorite variety that you are most excited to grow this year. Buying seeds may seem like a small and insignificant step in the grand scheme of gardening, but it is one of the most crucial. It is the foundation upon which our gardens are built. Without seeds, there will be no plants, no flowers, no fruits or vegetables. But buying seeds is not just about the practical aspect of growing food and flowers. It's also about the hope and potential that each seed represents. Every seed is a promise for a new day and a chance to create something beautiful and abundant. When we buy seeds, we are making an investment in our future. We are putting the trust in the natural process of growth and renewal. And when we plant those seeds and watch them sprout and grow, we are reminded of the power of nature and the beauty of the cycle of life. So as we prepare for the new growing season, let's not forget the importance of buying seeds. Let's choose the best varieties that suit our climate and soil. Let's invest in our future and the potential of our gardens. First, let's start with Baker Creek. Baker Creek is an heirloom seed company. Heirloom seeds are seeds that can be harvested, saved, and planted in the following years. The company has over 1,000 varieties to choose from. They also participate within communities each year providing free seeds. the plant I'm most excited about is all the varieties of basil: cinnamon, Genovese, and lemon. The garden is going to smell absolutely incredible. I was so tempted by the Siam Queen Thai, but as I already have 3 other varieties, I had to pass. I had done some research on herbal plants that would bring lots of color and benefit. Calendula for its antimicrobial properties, and chrysanthemum to reduce inflammation. Gardening is not just about growing plants and vegetables, it's also a journey of self-discovery and growth. Gardening teaches us the value of hard work and dedication. It requires consistent effort, from preparing the soil to planting the seeds to caring for the plants and finally the harvest. It teaches us that great things take time and effort. We also learn about the interconnectedness of life as we observe the delicate balance of nature in the garden. Each plant and insect plays a vital role in the ecosystem of the garden, and as gardeners, we must learn to work with nature, not against it. This teaches us the importance of balance and harmony in all aspects of life. Furthermore, gardening teaches us self-sufficiency as we control our own food supply. We learn the importance of being independent and self-reliant, and how to be resourceful in the face of challenges. Finally, gardening allows us to connect with our families and loved ones. It's an opportunity to bond and create memories together as we work towards a common goal of providing food for our family. It teaches us the importance of family and the value of shared experiences. Next, let's head to Gurney's for German butterball and Yukon Gold potatoes, pie pumpkins, and Whopper strawberries. And I cannot even describe how excited I am to see how beautiful the garden will be this year, especially since I want to focus on having a container garden. And lastly, we needed asparagus crowns. I was dead set on 3-year-old crowns, but with my research, I found that you can't harvest any asparagus for the first and second year of growing, so I settled for these 2-year-old ones. I want to remind you that you are capable of creating abundance in your own life. All it takes is a dream and dedication, and until next time, be weird and be you.